Yeah. What up, world? What up, world? What up, world, man? You know what it is, man. It's your boy, Lil Tech, a.k.a. the household name. The streets love to hate, man. I'm glad y'all tuned in, man. Hold on real quick. Hold on. Let me see who I got on the phone real quick. Yo.
Yo, what's poppin' with it?
What's good with you, homie?
Shit, just burn it down, man. Mixing the mastering this new shit. What's poppin'?
Okay. Hey, man, I'm glad that you came to do the interview with me, man.
Oh, good shit, man. Appreciate the opportunity.
Hey, man, so go ahead, man. Let everybody know who's on the air, man.
It's your boy YukMouth, one half of the Luniz, you know what I mean? Regime General, you know what I mean? In the motherfucking building. Smoke King, flame on. You did?
Real talk, man. So look, man, I'm gonna go ahead and jump into the interview, man. So look, tell us, man, how you got into the rap game, man?
Shit, like I was fucking playing with it all through when I was a teenager and shit. Met up with Numb in junior high school, like in the 8th grade, and he had a rap group called Brothers with Potential. I hopped in his rap group for a high second. Then when we went to high school, niggas split up, and me and Numb was like the only two that stuck together. So I was in and out of jail. Did a year in jail. You know, mastered my craft. Came up with the Luniz name, the logo, all the shit. Numb name, my name, the whole plot. I got out of jail and I hollered at Numb and told him, yo, you know what I mean, your name is Numbskull, because his rap name was a skinny one at first, so I turned his name to Numbskull. I said, I'm YukMouth, and we the Looney Tunes, you know what I mean, and had the logo and shit, and shortly after that, I'd say like 6 months after that, we got signed to C-No Records, you know what I mean, and Virgin Records, so yeah, it was pretty much right after I got out of jail when I was 18, and we got our deal.
Hey, man, so look, did you think, man, when you had dropped that when y'all dropped that I Got 5 on it, man, did you think it'll still be, or did you think it will be as big as it is still to this day?
Hell nah, man. No, nobody could predict that song doing the shit it's doing to this day, 23 years later. 22 years later. Basically, we just knew it was going to be a hit in the Bay Area. We definitely knew we had one, you know, because Drew Down had Pimp of the Year. You know, that's our label made. We had to get us a Pimp of the Year, one of them hits. So that was our Pimp of the Year. We had our hit. So we knew we had one for the Bay, but we didn't know it was going to take off like that, you know?
Yeah, man, because that still get played. That still get played to this day, man.
Man, shout out to all the radio stations, the DJs, the fans that keep that shit in the loop, man. Much appreciated. The royalty checks, subs and checks, and the ringtone checks. Definitely, man, show the love. You did?
Hey, man, so look, man, you know, I'm from the South, man. So tell me a little bit how that Cali rap is over there, man. I have never been to Cali, so how's it over there, man?
A lot of sunshine, a lot of good-ass weed, a lot of bad bitches. And the Bay is more player, you know what I mean? Niggas is just more on they player shit, you know, hustling in the streets. LA, they more on the gang banging shit. Whereas Colors, you know, they banging Colors and shit. But we both basically the same though, besides that. You know, niggas move the same and shit, how they wiggle. Niggas out here pimping bitches, you know, selling work. You know, doing the basic shit everybody else do, but we got different slang, different way to dress. And a lot of fucking sunshine, man.
Real talk, man. So, hey, so how did the Regime gang come about, man?
Basically, me taking a page out of Tupac book. You know, he had the Outlaws, and I just seen the crews, you know, start coming in. The Outlaws, the Dog Pound, you know, there was just so many crews. Bone Thugs and Harmony came under Easy, you know what I mean? So it was a crew era, you know what I mean? And I was with Numb, and I just feel like I needed another squad, you know what I mean, period, because I was going solo. And I wanted to do a movement like how Pac, you know, put my young homies on too, you know what I mean, my people who I think is dope. So I handpicked them, you know, from state to state, you know, just going on tour. The first members was Tech Nine, Gonzo, Fast Bossy, Mad Max, Lil Key, Diesel Don, and Governor Matic. And then, you know, traveling and doing, you know, this road shit and just, you know, going around the world. I added Al Pacino, Chino Nino, Freeze, Young Bossy, The Realist, Doris L, Monster Ganja, you know, and so on and so on, man. So we've been mobbing, man, basically, man. And my crew is just like, I say like the Wu-Tang on steroids, you know what I mean? Because we got so many members, but we like from all different parts of the U.S., you know what I mean? Like Midwest, East Coast, down South, and the West Coast, all in one crew. So we represent every part, you know what I mean? It ain't like we just doing West Coast rap. We got niggas from the Midwest, niggas from the East Coast, and the South. So that's what make it more complete than any crew, I think. You know?
Yeah, man. Salute and big salute to Al Pacino, man. He'll be on the station on Tuesday, man. So y'all heard him say it, man. So he would definitely be on the air on Tuesday, man. Next Tuesday. So make sure y'all tune in, man. Real talk.
Hell yeah, that nigga's an animal, man. Shout out my bro Al Pacino, man. Playing flawless, you did.
So look, man. Now I'm a big fan of Tech Nine, man, and I know you really close to him. How's it working with Tech Nine when y'all get together, man?
Oh man, it's magic. You know, every time we get on the track together, it's like damn near the theme song of the album. Like people love it. You know what I mean? So Tech always, when he hop on the track with me, he goes ape shit, because I go ape shit. You know what I mean? It's still sharp as steel. You know, all the rest of the niggas go ape shit. You know, we know when we come on that regime track, niggas got to go hard, especially with Tech being on it. That nigga sets the bar, and he's like, okay, yeah, we got to go. Tech, man, it's crazy, man. So, but when I first met Tech, you know, Tech was signed to QD3. Quincy Jones to QD3 when I first met him in '96. You know what I mean? And back then, I was like, oh, this is the dopest motherfucker ever, because he was doing the backwards shit, you know, rapping it backwards, like he would drag an album backwards.
Yeah.
You know, so he was doing that, and his rap, like, he'd bust the verse and had a shit, you know, the backwards shit, saying his verse in reverse. I'm like, God damn, I ain't never heard that.
Yeah.
This is the dopest nigga in life, period.
Yeah.
I ain't never seen him perform, though. Now I seen him, his performance with that, and he able to say that shit word for word. He's the dopest ever to me, period. So salute to that dude, man. That nigga been raw since the 90s, man. Y'all just now getting, you know, on to the nigga. But he been just the same shit he doing now. He been doing that shit since the 90s, flat out.
Yeah, man. You know, I had and big salute to my homie Scorpies, man, because that's when I first got a chance to meet you, and that's when I first met Tech Nine when we was out there at Lawrence, Kansas for his for that show for Scorpeezy. And yeah, that's when I first met both of y'all, man, that day. So big salute to both of y'all, man.
Hell yeah, man. Big salute to Scorp, man. Even though he switched it up on us, you know what I mean, in terms of making better.
Yeah.
You know, everybody has different, you know what I mean, missions in life, and he discovered his mission. So
yes,
God bless that man.
Yes, sir, man. That big salute to my brother, man, and I appreciate it. He just don't know how much I appreciate him, man. So big salute to the homie Scorp, man. Real
man,
talk.
Definitely, man. And that boy got gas. They don't want that man to get on the mic and kill shit. They lucky he preaching.
Yeah, real talk.
Niggas have a headache right now, flat out.
Real talk, man.
You have a problem, Houston, flat out. That nigga got gas. So just all my regime niggas is dudes who I feel could rap as good as me or better. You know what I mean? Period. So that was how I chose the crew. If you was like any less than that, I didn't think you could hold the weight. Period. Because the bar I'm gonna set, the bar Tech gonna set, it's gonna be hard to follow.
Yeah.
Period. You know, if you can't rap just as good as us or rap better, I don't even see you being in the mob. Period. So that's how. And then it's a family thing. I done known these dudes for years and years and years. You know, ain't like I just met a motherfucker and a month later he in the mob. You know, me and Tech Nine had years of relationship before we finally locked it down and made the real regime shit happen. So same with Gon, same with all the other brothers. So, you know what I mean? Al Pacino, I don't know, Amp over 10, 20 years. Damn it, what? 99? So, shit, you know what I mean? You add that up. You know what I mean? Yeah. Damn near 20 years I've known Amp. You know what I mean? So, same with Tech before that. So, it's a brotherhood. It's a family at first. You know what I mean? But niggas got gas, though.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, look, man, I'm gonna go a little left field, man, and it's something that I really wanted to know. I read up on it and seen it, but I wanted to know your perspective of it. You ain't really got to get too deep into it.
Right.
The Game and the Plies beef.
Right.
So if you want to sum it up in a nutshell and throw it out the window, we could do that. If you just want to, let the fans know.
It was the game thing is basically defending myself. You know what I mean? He came at me first. You know what I mean? So I had to defend myself. And with Lies, he tried to steal the regime name. You know, like I guess that's the name of his crew or whatever. His entertainment company, something. He calling his shit the regime. So we had to, mob on that. Mob, period. Spake him up one time. There's a few dudes out there trying to claim the regime. You know what I mean? And they stopped since. I don't see nobody saying the regime too much no more. You know what I mean? But we had to send that warning shot. Like, yo, this shit been established since the 90s, man. Y'all can't just be popping up and hearing a hot name and trying to run with it because you think we underground.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, because you signed to Atlantic or you signed to, Epic or whatever, you feel like you could get a bigger push. No, that's still our name. That's like somebody trying to take the Outlaws of the Dog Pound.
Yeah.
Them dudes are established already. You can't take that name, So, same right here, So we had to ride for that period. But Fly's a funny nigga. I look at his motherfucking IG, funny as shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't hate, you know what I mean? But I had to check the nigga, period.
Yeah. That's real. That's real, man.
Yeah, so, when you steal, you get spanked, man. When you steal, you get spanked, my nigga.
Real talk. So, look, Jay Prince. Let me get into Jay Prince.
Yeah.
Rap a lot. You got a chance to start smoke a lot. How did all that come together, man?
Just basically being on the same label together. We was on New Tribe, Virgin Records together. So Rapper had a deal, and then Cino had a deal over there. And we'll find ourselves in the studio together a lot, or we'll find ourselves on tour with each other a lot. So it became a family over there with Rap a Lot. And they already had my big bro over there at Seagram, you know what I mean, from Oakland, from my neighborhood. So he was already signed over there. So I was already on Seagram album. And Mike Dean was working on our album, which is the main producer at Rap a Lot. So basically, Tone Capone, Mike Dean, and my homeboy, Rico, which is Devin's manager now, but he wasn't at the time. Got in a Jay was like, yo, YukMouth needs to come over here to Rap a Lot. He got to smoke a lot, he do this, that, and the third, and Jay came to one of the sessions, and he seen, none wasn't there, none was out partying somewhere, but he seen me conduct the whole session from the hook to, to laying the vocals, and then boom, leave his verse, and then boom, lay my other, half of the verse, and then go on to the next song and do that for about 3 songs straight. It's like, God damn, you need a solo deal. You're doing all this shit yourself. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, you know what I mean? He said, you smoke a lot, so you definitely need to be at Rap a Lot. So after that, after the Muzik Music album, I was on Rap a Lot. Flat out.
Cool.
And then on top of that, after the first album, Thugged Out the Appellation, I got a label deal with Smoke a Lot, with United Ghettos of America, the DVD, and that soundtrack, which had Mac Dre, everybody on that motherfucker. So that was huge, you know what I mean? That's how I got the independent deal as far as Smoke a Lot Records. So, yeah, had a good run over there with Jay, definitely, man. I'll tell you this, he's really the godfather of the South. You know what I mean? I ain't seen nobody move like this ever. You know what I mean? But probably Big Meech, you know what I mean? And that was on some old, you know what I mean, underworld shit. This is legal.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Jay moved like that legally. You know what I mean? Period. So, yeah, big shout out to Jay. I learned a lot over there. He taught me the independent game. You know what I mean? And gave me a chance. You know what I mean? Solo. You know what I mean? So, shout out Jay Prince, the whole Rap a Lot legacy. Definitely.
Big salute, man. So look, how you feel the rap game has changed from like the 90s, man, where everybody was slanging CDs to now everybody doing digital downloads to get paid as an artist? Do you think it's like better now, or did you feel like did you like the CD era?
Either or, you know what I mean? I think that the CD era, you really could take track of what was being sold, you know what I mean, and how the money is being calculated. But nowadays with the streaming, they really can't calculate, how niggas get paid. So that's still up in the air. So that's the only thing I don't like. Well, the low payment on the stream. Like, you could do 10 million fucking views on YouTube and they send you $1,000. Like, hold on, my nigga, 10 million views?
Yeah.
$1,000? Like, come on, my nigga. We gotta do a little bit more better than that, bro. So I mean, they gotta figure out the payment. Because if you did 10 million singles, you know what I mean? Shit, you're going to down there get, $10 million bucks. You know what I mean? Big, because it's $1 a single.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Compared to 10 million hits. You know what I mean? A motherfucker give you $1,000. That's a hell of a pay cut.
Right.
So, it's kind of wild out there with the digital shit, but I ain't got no problem with it. You know what I mean? It's more accessible. I tell you that. People ain't got to go to the store. They can go on their phone, their computer, you know, however, you know, their TV. They can go on their TV now, their PlayStation and shit. So it's more accessible, I think, where people don't got to go to the stores and shit, but, you know, they got to figure out the payment. That's all. You know?
All right, man. So, look. I gotta pick your brain. Top 5 right now. From the past all the way up to now, your top 5.
No, I got different eras, man. I think it's 4 generations of hip hop. You know what I mean? The 80s, the 90s, the early 2000s, and the late 2000s. Those 4 generations, man. So I got like 5 in each generation. You know what I mean? So,
all right, so look, if it's 5 generations, who would you pick out of each generation? You got your top 5 right now.
Okay, out of each generation, out of the 80s, I have to go with Rakim.
Okay.
Out of the 90s, I have to go with Tupac.
Okay.
Out of the early 2000s, I have to go with Eminem. Out of the late 2000s, I got to go with Drake. And out of the early 80s, I got to go with like LL Cool J or Run DMC. LL Cool J, definitely.
Okay.
I mean, Big Daddy Kane. You know what I mean?
No,
that part.
No Cool G rap up in there?
I mean, definitely, you know what I mean? But, you know, you said the top, like, Cool G was dope, but he wasn't on Rakim level for us, you know, celebrity status, you know what I mean? So, Rod was the nigga. He was the nigga at that time.
Yeah.
Pac was the nigga at that time. M was the nigga at that time. Drake the nigga at that time. So, I'm saying the top.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Not yet. I ain't say, you know, he was in the top 5 list, definitely, but he wasn't the top. You know, Cool G, definitely.
Okay.
Flat out. Harris won. You know what I mean? All of them, period. You got to throw Ice Cube up in there, DOC. You know what I mean? You got to throw shit. Corrupt, when he first came out, was killing shit.
Hell
you
yeah.
know? You got to throw Jig up in there, Jay-Z. You got to throw X up in there. You know, X came out murdering shit. You know what I mean? So it's a lot of motherfuckers. You know what I mean? Period.
Yeah.
A lot. It's a lot. There's too many to name. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and then if you want to go on the backpack shit, you know what I mean? There's a lot of backpack motherfuckers that was killing shit. You know what I mean? Like, you got to give it up to the fucking Common. You got to give it up to fucking Outkast. You know, you got to give it up to, like, niggas like the the hieroglyphics from the Bay Area. You got to give it up to them. They still got their shit popping. You know what I mean? So when you get to the backpack niggas, Razcast, you got to give up the Raz. Raz, some of the niggas biting off Razcast still to this day. You know what I mean? So it's a lot of hitters. You know, there's too many hitters to name, you know?
Yeah. So look, I'm gonna take you back. Let's go back to the 90s. And you being from the Cali area when all this stuff was going down. How'd you feel about when all the whole East Coast, West Coast stuff had sparked off? And you being on the West Side, and you saw Pac popping off, and you saw Snoop, and you had the Biggies on the East Coast. Like where was you at in a sense of when you was sitting back watching all this?
Oh shit, I'm on tour with niggas while it's going down. You know, so that wasn't cool. You know what I mean? Like, because like niggas don't know the East Coast and West Coast just started way before Pac got out of jail. You know, it started with Snoop and them did their video out there, the New York thing. And then Biggie was on the radio station and said, you know, on Flex, and was like, how y'all gonna let them come out here? And then somebody shot up their video shoot. Yeah. So that's how it really started. You know what I mean? So I'm on tour with Biggie, Junior Mafia, fucking Faith, Mary J. Blige, Jodeci. We on that tour with Naughty, you know, and they loving us, you know what I mean? So I just stuck my nose out of it, period, because at the same time, Biggie was beefing with 40, you know, and we had to, you know, line that up for them to squash that, you know what I mean? So my thing was, you know, basically trying to squash the shit. We weren't like choosing sides. We like, we just got to squash the shit because we do business with them, you know? Biggie a cool dude, you know, Pac, you know, he got every right to do, you know, want to ride how he ride, but, you know, we just fucking with everybody at that time, so we couldn't really choose sides, you know?
Yeah, that's real, man. I wish both of those guys were still here, man. You know, it was sad and unfortunate how things went down with those two labels and then those two men, man. You know, but
and then at the end of the day, I gotta address this. You know, people talking about nobody rides for Pac and Pac ain't got this, that, and the third. Man, it's like this, my nigga. I am the first nigga to make a Pac dedication song after he died. Nobody that was on Death Row, nobody that was affiliated with Machiavelli Records, nobody made a dedication song until I made it. And then I bought the Outlaws on a remix. So that's how hard I was riding for the Machiavelli movement. And I bought the Outlaws to Rap a Lot to get them a deal after that when Death Row was shut down, when shit was locked up. So, you know what I mean? A lot of niggas talking all that shit. Like, I'm really trying to make moves to keep Pac's legacy alive. You know what I mean? While he was dead, to keep the Outlaws doing their thing, you know what I mean? And then they got on and started helping me do my thing too, you know, bringing deals to the table with me too. You know what I mean? So it's two hands wash hands. I mean, one hand wash another, two hands wash your face. So, you know, we've been helping each other out since. You know what I mean? A lot of motherfuckers out there talking shit, just rah-rah. You know, ain't did shit for Pac, but just talk shit. You know what I mean? You ain't made no money moves. You ain't put no motherfucking money in nobody's pocket. You ain't put nobody on no flights, on no studio session. You ain't got nobody no deals. So shut the fuck up. You know what I mean? Period. Yeah. You know, for all the spectators. You know what I mean? Until you do that, man, you ain't got the right to say shit. Flat out.
Hell yeah, man. I could definitely respect that, man. And that's and that's still balling for y'all that don't know the track that he talking.
Yeah, definitely. I made the Still Ballin', did the Still Ballin' remix with the Outlaws, with the video for both of them. You know what I mean? So yeah, shit was lit. But that was my thing of trying to just keep the legacy alive. Because Pac is like the fucking Michael Jackson of hip hop, especially from California. Him, living in the Bay the time he did, we felt like he was one of ours. You know what I mean? Period. So I'm definitely going to ride for that, period. So I try to keep the legacy alive by making a dedication song and doing all the other things I did. You know what I mean? Period. So rest in peace to Machiavelli Don. You know what I mean? And everybody else who talking shit, man, put up or shut up, man. You know?
Damn right, man. Damn right, man. Big salute, man. And R.I.P. to Pac, man.
Yeah, flat out.
So look, man, tell us about the new album.
Oh, man, shit. I did 2 albums this year. JJ based on the Bill Story Part 1, JJ based on Bill Story Part 2. They both out. iTunes, all digital outlets, you know what I mean? All stores and shit you could buy from. Got hard copies, you know what I mean? But basically just taking it back to that shit. It's like the prequel to Thug Out the Appalachian, the shit that happened before that. Yeah. You know what I mean? So the Part 1 is like the prequel to Thug Out. The Part 2 is like, you know what I mean? What happened after that, then the Part 3 is like more what's happening nowadays, you know what I mean? So the Part 3 about to drop January the 25th, you know what I mean, the next year. So, mixing and mastering that thing right now, getting ready for the singles and shit, gearing up. So, yeah, man, we just working, man, you know what I mean? Period, just keeping that old school thug shit alive, man, because there's a lot of people out here, in dresses and shit, you know what I mean, and purses and man purses and shit, it's looking real weird out there right now, man.
So not that you don't went that direct, I had a whole nother question, man, but since you brought that up, how do you feel about the rap game now where it's at? Because, rappers that's from that 90s era and what's coming in, a lot of the young rappers always like, man, y'all old rappers, y'all just old and this, that, and the third. But do you think they are really carrying the torch from the hip hop artists from the 90s? Are they carrying the torch right? Or do you think it's these record labels that's like really steering them off a whole different direction?
I don't know if it's the record labels, I don't know if it's the lean, I don't know if it's the pills, but they copied in the motherfucker to where they don't want to give no respect to the people ahead of them, unless it's like a Gucci man or a nigga that live like right out there with them. But other than that, everybody an old head, everybody a hater, this, that, and the third. So I don't like that. You know what I mean? Like back in our days, we gave love to Run DMC, LL Cool J, all the greats before. It wouldn't be no Nas if it wasn't for Rakim and Cool G Rap. Flat out, that's Cool G Rap. Cool G Rap and fucking Rakim had a baby, it'd be Nas. Flat out. Yeah. You know what I mean? If Gucci Man and Drake had a baby, it'd be the Migos. Like, come on, man. Like, niggas gotta. I'm just saying, I'm just saying. Let's keep it a buck. Yeah. Now, if T-Pain and Lil Wayne had a baby, it'd be Young Thug. So it's like, come on, man, you gotta give love to the niggas before you. Period.
Right. That's real.
Flat out. That's the only thing I don't like. Their music is groovy. I just don't like the way they dress. You know what I mean? That's like portraying a fucked up image for the kids. I don't never want to see my son run around in no motherfucking dress with a man purse, so I don't like that. You know what I mean? But their music is cool. You know what I mean? It's turn up music. It's doing its numbers. Everybody knows shit word for word. Cardi B, all this shit. It's popping. It's for the club, though. When I go to the club, you know, I want to hear that shit.
Yeah.
When I'm at the crib, I want to hear the thug shit. You know, when I'm counting this money, then I want to hear the thug shit. You know what I mean? When I'm in the gym, I want to hear the thug shit. You know what I mean? So I think it's a time and place for different music. You know what I mean? And their music is dope for the club, I think. You know what I mean? Period. If they want to call it mumble rap, whatever. You know, I ain't gonna be no old, grumpy, you know, Joe Budden sounding nigga. You know
right,
what I mean?
yeah.
I ain't got no problem with it. Just some of them songs that stick in my head, and I don't even got the album just because the shit plays so much. You know what I mean? So you can't lie and say Bad and Bougie wasn't shit. You can't lie and say all the, you know what I mean? Like, it's shit that's just dope as fuck. Period. Like, all that shit is wet. Period. It is what it is. It's just a different style of rap that transferred or upgraded to something different.
Yeah.
It's probably be less lyrics, you know what I mean? But the people who do got lyrics, they get championed. That's why, you know, Kendrick is, you know, praised how he is, because he a nigga coming with lyrics. That's why J. Cole get praised how he get praised, because he a nigga that's coming with lyrics, period. So the people who do come with the lyrics still get praised, but it's a lane for the other music, so you can't hate on that.
Yeah, right. That's real, dog. That's real. I like the way how you put that, man. That's real. That's real, man. So look, what was some of your greatest challenges as an artist, man, coming up out of the Bay Area and all that good stuff?
Greatest challenges, man. Just keeping groups together, man. I think being in a rap group is the hardest shit in your career, period, because of different attitudes, different personalities, you know what I mean, different egos and shit like that. So that's hard to tame, you know what I mean, period. You know, and I've been in too many groups, you know, the Luniz with me and them, the Thug Lords with me and Steve-O, the Regime with all 30 members we got, you know what I mean? So it's like, that's the hardest shit, man, period. Just to get everybody together on the same page, to get everybody on the song, that shit is hard, man. They agree on what beat to rock with, they agree on, it's a lot. So I think that's the hardest, man, dealing with groups, man. Other than that, if you solo bolo, every decision is on you and every mistake is on you, you know?
So will there be another Regime album?
Hell yeah. I ain't got no problem with my brothers. That shit hard. You know what I mean? Shit, the Luniz is hard. You know what I mean? All that shit hard. Me and Steve-O doing the album is hard, you know? So, you know, it is what it is, you know? Me and Steve-O never agree on beats. You know what I mean? Me and them barely agree on beats. You know, the Regime, we barely agree on beats. And that's the core of the fucking song. If you can't agree on the beat, what the fuck you gonna rap on? You know what I mean? So, little shit like that, you know. I ain't gonna go deep into it, but everybody had them little gripes in the studio, like, I don't want to fuck with that beat. Okay, why don't you just not be on the song and let everybody else who's feeling that beat do
Jump
that song? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, every rapper ain't got to be on every song. If you in a group, you know, whoever on that vibe, you get on it. You know, I ain't got to be on every song.
Yeah.
You know, so that's how niggas got to learn how to just split it up and let niggas who really fuck with it, let them do it. Then we do the next song, you know? Period.
Hell yeah, man. So look, I know where I was at when this happened, man, and I like to ask this question. I didn't ask this on my last two interviews, man, but where was you at the time that you first heard the news that Pac had died, and what was the first thing that ran through your mind?
Oh, God damn, I can't remember where I was at. Damn, where the fuck was I when... I think I was at the house in L.A. and I just seen shit on the news. And first when I seen it, I'm like, yeah, Pac got shot, he gonna survive. You know what I mean? Everybody done seen him get shot like the 5 times when he got robbed. Like, oh, Pac gonna bounce back. But I didn't know how severe it was. They didn't say, like, you know what I mean? They just said news after Tupac has been shot. You know what I mean? And then as it started going on and on, it started saying it was fatal and this, that, and the third. And, you know, that's when I got scared. Like, oh, shit, man. You know, get him to the hospital, get the surgery going or whatever, you know, the revival. And the worst happened. You know, they come to bypass. You know, we lost the best, you know what I mean, one of the realest hip-hop artists in hip-hop history, period. You know, so man, that shit was devastating. I tell you that, straight up.
Hell yeah, man.
I was calling people who I knew, you know what I mean, to see if it was official, and nobody was answering their phones. I'm like, oh yeah, it's official. If they answer their phones, it's official. You know, it's probably a million other people calling them, you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah, it was crazy, man. It was fucking crazy. And the crazy thing, I was supposed to go to the fight, too. I'm like, after that, I ain't want to go to no more fights. Fucking fights, period.
Yeah.
That's how I felt. It's like when Mac Drake died, for a minute, I stopped going to KC. Like, you know, no disrespect to KC. They love us out there, but I just felt some type of way. Like, I don't even want to go out there no more, man, period.
Yeah.
You know, I just now started going back, like a couple years ago. I took like a shit since Mac Drake died, like from 2005 on to like 2012 or something like that. I wasn't going, period. So, yeah, man, you know what I mean? That's how I feel with them fights in Vegas. I barely like going out there because of the fight thing, you know?
Yeah. So, look, you dropped numerous albums. Which album to this day, out of everything that you have dropped, man, would you consider to be your best work?
Oh, shit, thugged out. The album they just brought out. You know that. That's the one everybody loves. You know what I mean? Period. That's the one that's platinum. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
So, all right. So, with you being in the game this long, now I do ask everybody this: would you consider yourself a legend?
Oh, definitely, man. I mean, shit, it's been in the game 23 years and still, you know, relevant, man. You know, that's legendary in its own, you know. Dropping a classic, like 5 on it, that still gets played to this day like it just dropped. That's legendary on its own. You know, to get Grammy nominated with Quincy Jones, you know, for being on his album, being on Oprah Winfrey, performing a song with Quincy and them. That's legendary. Shit, man, we done did some Playboy shit. You know what I mean? A lot of shit, you know. So I think I think you could throw me up there. You know.
I'm gonna tell you right now, we're gonna take think out of it, man. You're definitely a legend in my eyes, man. Real
good shit,
talk,
man. Good shit. Appreciate it.
You know, real talk, man. Out of everything you've done and still to be here dropping hits and people still support, man, and riding with you, hey, man, that's some legendary shit to me.
Okay, hey, shit. That's what I thought. You know what I mean? Like, okay, shit.
You know,
right.
I like to ask that, man, because, you know, I run across some artists that they don't really think that. You know, they just do the music, but I asked them that because I want them to sit back and think about it and then realize, okay, well, let me look at all the songs I done put out, all the videos, all the work I done put in, you know.
Right. Yeah, my discography is crazy, man. But yeah, I think I'm at like 33 albums. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's legendary.
Yeah, that's definitely some legendary shit.
Yeah, 33 albums. You know, this will be 34 in January. So yeah, 34 albums strong, my nigga. I think that's kind of legendary.
Hell yeah, man. Shit. Yeah, man. Hey, but look, I ain't gonna hold you up, but before I go, first off, I want to personally give a big salute to my homie Scorpeezy, my brother. Man,
big salute to my guy.
I appreciate him plugging me in with you, man. You know, that's some big shit right there, man. I do appreciate you coming on the show, man. Dude, first off, man, let everybody know how they can get in contact with you.
Oh, definitely, man. The gram is at Regime General, REGIME General. Twitter at The Real YukMouth, THA Real YukMouth. Facebook, YukMouth. The website, SmokeLabRecords.com. Yeah.
You got any shout-outs?
Shout out to Mob, man. The whole Regime. You know, Tech 9 got that Planet album about to drop on their ass. Lee Majors got that Connect and Middleman out right now. And Pacino and Show Beezy got an album out right now. Go grab that. Man, just the whole mob. Drew down new shit about to drop. Yeah, man. Oh, fuck, how can I forget? Wayno and the Gatlin, the metric system about to drop. Gatlin got a new one, Fame Part 2, about to drop. So, yeah, the mob out here wiggling and moving, my nigga. And don't forget my shit, man. JJ Based on the Bill Story Volume 3, dropping January the 25th. Get it.
Hell yeah, wow. That's what I'm. Hey, look, when you drop that, do you want to come back on, man, so we can get some songs on the air?
Hell yeah, let's do it. In the meantime, you got songs from the JJ1 and 2 that I sent you to play. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
They came from a WeTransfer email.
I already got it. Got them loaded up and ready, dog.
Yeah, throw some of that on the here. Give a nigga a couple of them blue wops tonight. You know what I mean? Let them know how it's going. You good?
Hell yeah, man. I definitely got you, man. So look, big salute, and I'll be in contact. So when that drop, man, shoot me a text, and we'll get you back on the air, man. We'll play the whole album if that's what you want to do.
Hell yeah, let's get it. That's how you gonna mob it out. Hell yeah, let's get it.
All right, man. All right,
good shit, man. Appreciate the interview, man. Be easy.
All right, man. Pete.
All right, I'm out.
Yep. Yeah, man. Y'all know what it is, man. Big salutes to YukMouth, man. Big salutes to my homie Scorpeezy, man. Everybody that's in the chat room right now. I told y'all I was gonna have the man himself live on the air. Let's get back into this mob shit, man. You know how I do it, man. You know what it is. Let's go.
Let's go, boys and girls. It's the kid, YukMouth, from the regime, straight out of East Oakland, you dig? And I'm going to be chilling with Tech on 24-hour hip-hop radio. And always no